Day 44 of Bible Bites. The Israelites finally leave Mount Sinai after almost a year. The cloud and fire guide them, but complaints quickly start in the wilderness. We're in Numbers 10 to 12, Psalm 44, and Proverbs 10:1 to 5. Let's see how the journey begins. Quick prayer. God, thank you for guiding us. Help us trust you instead of complaining when things get hard. Amen. Numbers 10. On the 20th day of the second month of the second year, the cloud lifts from the tabernacle. The people set out from Sinai in the order God commanded. 2 silver trumpets are made to signal when to move camp and when to gather. Moses invites his father-in-law, Hobab, to join them as eyes for the wilderness. The people travel 3 days, and the Ark of the Covenant goes ahead to find a resting place. Numbers 11. The people complain about the manna and long for the food of Egypt. God is angry and sends fire on the outskirts of the camp. Moses is overwhelmed by the burden of leading the people and asks God for help. God tells him to gather 70 elders, and he puts some of Moses' spirit on them. God also sends quail in huge numbers, but while the people are eating, a plague strikes them. The place is named Kibroth Hattaavah, graves of craving. Numbers 12. Miriam and Aaron speak against Moses because of his Cushite wife. God hears and calls the 3 of them to the tent of meeting. He affirms Moses' unique relationship with him. He sees the form of the Lord. Miriam is struck with leprosy and put outside the camp for 7 days. The people wait for her before moving on. Psalm 44. We have heard with our ears, O God, but now you have rejected and humbled us. You have made us a reproach to our neighbors. Rise up and help us. Rescue us because of your unfailing love. Proverbs 10:1 to 5. A wise son brings joy to his father, but a foolish son brings grief to his mother. Lazy hands make for poverty, but diligent hands bring wealth. He who gathers crops in summer is a prudent son, but he who sleeps during harvest is a disgraceful son. The departure from Sinai marks the start of the journey to the Promised Land. Complaints reveal a lack of trust despite God's visible presence. The quail incident and Miriam's leprosy show that God takes grumbling and speaking against his chosen leader seriously. Psalm 44 is a national cry when God seems to have rejected his people. Proverbs 10 contrasts wisdom/diligence with folly/laziness. Real-life comparison. Complaining about manna equals focusing on what we don't have instead of God's daily provision. Manna equals daily bread. Miriam and Aaron speaking against Moses equals gossip or criticism of God-appointed leaders. Psalm 44, cry equals when it feels like God has forgotten us or life is unfair. Proverbs 10. Diligence equals working hard in the right season instead of laziness or complaining. Today, replace one complaint with gratitude for God's provision. Be careful with your words, especially about leaders or authority. When feeling rejected or forgotten, pray Psalm 44 and remember God's unfailing love. What's one thing you've been complaining about that you can turn into gratitude today? Comment. The journey begins with guidance, complaints, and consequences. Tomorrow, more challenges in the wilderness. Subscribe, share. See you tomorrow.